Americans coming in with a record of 8-16-5 and a 4-game skid after losing to the Idaho Steelheads on Tuesday night by a score of 6-2. Their 9th straight loss at home this year. They've won just 2 of 15 games at home this season. That's the worst mark in the ECHL in terms of home record. Cam Morrison gets after it on the forward check. Sullivan will chase it down. Cycles deep. Spun by Morrison off the skirt of the net. Brad Schoombert with it. Cycles for Morrison, far corner. Shovels it up top. Konepke took a big crunch there from Isaacson, but got it deep. And it's cut off behind the Allen net. They bank it up the far boards back to the safety as center. Cam Morrison guides it back for Josh Thrower. Outlet pass up the right wing. Schoombert scampers right down the middle of the Allen line. Out wide for Borchard, and he slung it wide. And it caroms all the way back to center. Marcus Crawford on it. He's got points in 2 straight. Leading all Mavericks defensemen with 11 assists on the year. A steal by Watts, hands it off. Krankovic a shot right on a right pad save, Osman. Max Andreev cruises right wing to center. Slides it across, McPherson out wide of Carew on left wing. His shot, glove save made, Thornton he'll hold.
Joe, that was a great defensive stick by Marcus Crawford right after the kick save was made by Victor Ostman. It was a good save with his right pad, and then the puck popped right out into the low slot. Marcus Crawford very quick with his stick defensively to swat it away and prevent what could have been a great second chance.
Krankovic, a guy we highlighted in the pregame on the Allen side, scored against the Mavericks last Saturday. Second on Allen with 22 points on the year. And like you had mentioned, Alex, a guy the Mavericks saw a lot last year when he led the Tulsa Oilers with 54 points. Here's a steal by Cade Borchard. He'll scamper back to the Mavericks logo at center. Hands it off to McPherson, left wing. Stops up, swings it in deep. Crawford waiting for it on the right wing. Tipped out in front, just wide by Cade Borchard. Coming that close to extending the point streak to 10 straight games. He's got 20 points over his last 9. ECHL Player of the Month of December and ECHL Plus Performer of the Month. Borchard along the goal line, centering pass intent for Andreev, blocked to the corner. Jumping on it was Braden Watts, rolls it up the near side, lead pass across center, knifing into the zone, Orszak. Out wide now to Dewart. Down low to Orszak in the corner, he blows a tire. Jammed up the near side by Nate Konepke. Borchard spun off the play. And it's taken out to center. Here's Giroux up ice on a 2-on-1, and he floated it out, up over the net. Had Konepke over to his left with a back checker oncoming. Almost 5 minutes gone here in the first period, no score. Shots are 2-0 for Allen so far. And then taken down was Dewart behind his own net. Mavericks possess. Lohi tried to wheel out to the deep slot. Had it knifed off his blade by Braden Guy and back to center. Jimmy Mazza with it. Had his first point as a Maverick last Friday in Allen. Lohi was tripped up there, but we play on. Marcus Crawford back on it in his own zone. Crawford, outlet pass up to Cam Morrison. Scampers right wing to the Allen line. Driving wide and behind the cage. Gets past both Wilson and Warmouth. Centering pass out in front, blocked away, and the Americans will chug out to center. Nearly losing a handle there was Patrick Polino, just picked up earlier this week from the Adirondack Thunder in exchange for Allen's top goal scorer, Easton Brodzinski. Here's Hudson Wilson back at his own blue line. The pass goes awry here, and this will be icing on Allen, 14-24 to go in a scoreless first.
Joe, going back to that look the Mavericks had in the offensive zone, that diagonal offensive zone pass by Marcus Crawford from the right point. He's so good at that, spotting the lane that opens and feeding it cross ice into the opposite side circle. And nearly had a tap-in opportunity. It was either Borchard or Carew down there. Crawford, somebody who's really had to pick up a lot of slack on the blue line with Charlie Wright and Jake McLaughlin headed up to Coachella Valley. And I would guess that in their absence, Marcus Crawford is leading the team in minutes since those guys have been called up.
Americans enter the zone on the far wing. Swept over to the near side by Josh Thrower. David Cotton with it. Lead pass to McPherson left wing. He floats it in. McCallum giving chase. He had an assist on Tuesday against Wichita. Biggest crowd we've ever seen in Mavericks franchise history, thanks to everyone who came out to support on New Year's Eve. Here's David Cotton right wing to the Allen line. Trying to sidestep Warmouth. Dropped him to McCallum. Rolls it in deep. Berezowski arriving on the scene, supported by McCallum. Now Cotton joins the fray. Sends it behind the net. McCallum, a good hit there on J.C. Brassard. Knocked down to the ice. Berezowski picks it up. Pass deflects right to Mazza. Straight away, a shot save. Rebound. What a save on David Cotton by Anson Thornton with that left pad. And it squirts back out to center. As the Mavericks start to ramp up the pressure here, Berezowski on a quick entry. Right circle. Shot save. Thornton will hold with 13:22 to go in the first period. And we will step aside. No score between the Mavericks and the Americans. This is KC Mavericks hockey. Mavs country, the Mavericks' next home game is tomorrow. As a reminder, that'll be at 2:05. If you're looking for a fun family experience to kick off the new year, come get a taste of KC Mavericks hockey. Our next theme night is Military Appreciation Night on January 18th, which will feature Top Gun-themed jerseys. For tickets, just visit kcmavericks.com/tickets or call 816-252-7825. Mavericks come into tonight's contest 19-7-3-1. Atop the Mountain Division. Here's a shot, rattles around, and it's held onto by Anson Thornton. 13:16 to go in the first period. Anson Thornton came into tonight's game leading the ECHL with 582 saves. Made his 585th there on that play. Nolan Sullivan with some traffic out in front. He had a goal last Friday down in Allen, his 4th of the year. He's got 8 points in his last 14 games. He'll take the draw here against Brian Chambers for Allen, who was actually former teammates with Jimmy Mazza in Orlando, was Chambers. Cruising back into the zone. Blaisdell takes a look behind him, then he's rammed by Mazza into the end boards. Watts jumps into the near corner, Maverick zone, goes up the wing, picked off by Nolan Sullivan. He'll scamper back to center, feeds left wing to Schoombert, and he'll slide it back in behind the Allen net. Pass to Flex right into the middle. Crawford far circle for Lowhite, holding on to it. Sent it back across, looking for Crawford, but it went awry to the near corner, and it's gloved down by Justin McPherson at the Maverick blue line. Elwood pass to Schoombert at center, guides it back for Andreev. Picked up his 100th point of his pro career on Tuesday night. And like you mentioned, Alex, the arena did a great tribute on the video boards there during the game for him. Here's McPherson left point. A little stutter step and the shot deflected wide. Gagnon scoops it up behind the Allen net, wheels up the far side, and he'll feed it into the middle. Sent back wide for Dewart. Jabbed away by Crawford back to the safety as center. Gagnon will dish a D-to-D for Nolan Orzek. Gagnon with it. In his 3rd year with Allen. Dewart out wide now to Polino. Wraps it back in deep. Dewart pulls up, stuff attempt, knocked away by Damian Drew and back to center. Great positioning there by Damian Drew, who's 9 points shy of 100 in his pro career. Had a pair of goals last Friday in Allen, including the game winner. He's now got 3 game-winning goals on the year, tied with Andreev and Borchard in that category for the team leaders. Borchard back in for Carew. His shot knuckles wide. McPherson jumps on at far corner, supported by Borchard. He was pushed off the puck, and away come the Americans through center on the counterattack, 3-on-3. In the midst of a line change behind the play, Asachuk spins, send it across, over the stick of Krnkovic, hands it back in deep for Watts. Watts stops on a dime, looking for help. Had it taken away by Giroux, feeds it far wing for Morrison, in the middle now for Lowhite. He'll power to center. Racing in down the far wing, Morrison with Lowhite. His shot saved. Thornton comes right to Lowhite, twisting and turning far corner. Now to Giroux. He scores! Damian Giroux with a snipe from the far circle and a beautiful setup there. And the Mavericks take a 1-0 lead with 10:55 to go in the first.